Acor gonna try and flash his teammate out through this door. Wow, he didn't even have any time for introductions, Hugo. We're just right into the swing of things, and there we go. It's a nice little flash to get BMAS out and reclaim that 4-on-4. Frozen makes a great deal of room appear on the back of this ramp control they were given earlier on. But is he about to get silenced? Indeed he is. From the heavens, he's dropped out. And in the blink of an eye, that round goes from a 4-on-4 to a 4v0 as everyone steps up for Astralis.
Next to back outside, more Deegs, Device upgraded from the Scout onto an Orc. They've actually already crossed red. He could die here. The scope is blocking his vision, but again, missed shots. And you only get one chance against Device. Dexter dead, and Device domes another. Easy peasy outside on this anti-eco. Mousesports just getting picked apart right now, one by one. These Orgs are looking terrifying. Not the weapons you want to be facing, especially with only pistols in your pocket.
Worth noticing as well, we've got Zip in the server on Nuke over Bubsky, so he's looking to make a bit of an impression here. And there he is shutting out Rops over in the door. You know, we often saw Bubsky leaning over towards ramp.
Here's the buy though, Mousesports back outside. They've been here every round. They want a little bit more. The Orc is in, and the smoke blooms, but Glaive gets some shots off before. Does some damage to Dexter. Still Mousesports can cross, but Utility could be sick here. That's a great shot through the smoke for BMAS finding Dupree. Glaive still firing off to great avail. Good damage done. Crossing into the garage, not for long. Dexter dead, and the smoke phase, but that's exactly what Acor wanted. Taking another kill. Zip is pushed out of heaven, but Magist drops in from ramp and helps out. Down B they go, but not much further. Device is already here, and Astralis are all over the map right now. Frozen, does he throw this out? He's so low, and you don't want to give an AWP over to Astralis. He's going to give it a go, trying to cross towards Secret. He knows all the positions of where these players once were, and that's certainly going to help out. A shot to heaven, and the A site open for business.
Nah, surely not, Frozen, man. This is Astralis, and up in heaven, there's a guy going by the name of Zip, and he might have something to say about you getting this bomb down. Wrapping in through main as well is Device, and he's looking to take this AWP away. Frozen repositions around the hut, in with the peek, but flashed off the angle, and Zip, ooh, just misses the timing. Frozen. Ice in his veins right about now, and Zip, with this wide swing, is looking to lock in the round up on the rafters, and there it is, spams him through the hut. It's a nice try from Frozen.
I like Astralis are giving it too much interest. They are giving a lot of space outside, but they've made the right read. Device on the ramp with the AWP. Finding the first, flashed off, but he's going to dodge it and go back in for a second. The flash goes deep, and Device finds another. Oh, Device, bomb dropped, and he is making it look easy right now. 5-on-2, Mousesports barely getting kills here, not even, as Glaive finds Frozen lurking garage. And it feels like Mousesports can't get anywhere outside, right? They may have taken, ramp control in some of these previous rounds and gotten down to B, but right now in the yard, it doesn't matter who's there. Astralis are keeping control. Robs, 1-on-5, he's found the first, but Dupree should have him under lock and key right now. And there it is, 5-0 for Astralis. Great read as to what Dex is calling out of spawn. They will still cross because Device is flashed off, and that allows Mousesports to get down B. No lower rotate yet, but Glaive with the timing catches a player crossing. There's a bit of a block there as well.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say, right? There was like a traffic jam outside, and maybe that could uproot them here. Rops doesn't check the top of hut. And so that round there has fallen apart. BMAS, the last man alive. You feel so bad for Dexter, Acor, there you go, put them together. By disrupting those outside smokes, we've already seen it happen twice now. It's given them just clear lines of sight for these outside fights.
Lots of room A, only one more man here. It's a great shot for BMAS, but again, no one checking up, no one looking to the sky. And Astralis, well, they're even higher up. They're in the stars.
Rops is trying to come in on like a late backstab in through main to cut down some of these rotating players. For the time being, he's just going to hold for a secret flank. There's the swing from Decon, traded by Frozen, and now things get a little more interesting. It's Device, the man who is immortal, the man who is still yet to die in this game. But this could be his first. There's very little time. Device is out of the round, and just in the nick of time, they get the bomb planted. Acor, there's another one over here at Decon, and he's lost his teammate at ramp, so Acor is sandwiched, stuck between a rock and a hard place, and there it is. Zip's going to delete him on the peak. And with Device now posted up at ramp, 2 players down here in B. There is a hold for Astralis. You still need these individuals to step up, though. There's the flick from Device, standing in the Molotov. He loses Magis down inside of B, but it's a 2-on-3, a round that you're certainly going to give a look in, and they drop the bomb with 30 seconds left. Rops is a long way away, so Dexter might need to be the hero after all. Rops beginning his rotation down through the Device, looking to isolate this 1v1, but Rops is already here. Device, Eagle out, not opting for the AWP. Rops is flanking over towards window, so he should be good for this trade. It's going to take something special, and it won't happen for Device, not ready for Rops. Mousesports, they finally break the streak, and they get one.
The one thing they can rely on is getting past these smokes in the last few rounds. Astralis in no hurry to drop lower, and actually they're waiting in the fade. Glaive's not falling for it. Zip's here as well, and they should just be able to mop them up. Good trade work, bomb dropped, and Glaive tucked in the corner. He jumps out, getting out alive, forcing the fight, and somehow, some way, cleaning up this outside control. Mousesports, they thought they had the trick that would have caught Astralis off guard, but these Danes didn't falter for a second. And he's in a great position to do some heavy damage. Jump spotting for info. I don't know if he caught anyone there. They might have just gotten past him, but they're making plenty of noise on this B bomb site. And now Glaive realizes, okay, it is a B play. Plant allowed, but surely a retake round for Astralis.
Oh, wow, they've lost the first man. And Glaive jumping the gun a little bit there, right? Clearly feeling confident. Confidence ain't the key to unlocking this retake. It's a 4-on-4 now. And Astralis slow to move in. Oh, Magis just missing the timing. Oh, given another chance. Oh, Acor trying to retrieve the gun. Now Rops is still coming in late to try. Oh, man, that's brutal. They were so ready for Rops. He's been doing these lurks time and time again, so they catch him in that rotation. The time's already gone, though. It is a Mousesports round. It's a bit of a weird one for Astralis.
Yeah, I think the rotations weren't set up in place because of Glaive missing all those timings, right? It's two different things. It's one, him jump spotting. If you jump behind those smokes and there's a CT in heaven, they're going to kill you. Simple's a great example of that. And even if you can't see through the smokes, they might kill you as well. Device hits a leg to Acor, Glaive finishing off Dexter, and down B, Mousesports go. But from, one enemy territory into the other, Magisk is still waiting here.
And so it is a little scary, especially when you think about Rops' ability to create space for the team, how he's kind of being boxed in. Like even this round here, right? What's Rops actually accomplished thus far? He's just kind of sat over here in door. No one's giving him a fight. And even then, swung by Zip, he's out of the round. You're down to Acor and Frozen now. What's even the game plan here? They're going to try and charge into this A site. Acor's gone, and Glaive and Zip will double up between them.
Rops just providing cover for Acor. But yeah, 3 players here for Astralis, and that's not even including how quick Device can get up into heaven and rotate. There's the push into the molly, and the bomb has been lost.
Oh, Zip, rain and death from above. And yeah, this is all but over. There it is, 13-2, Astralis looking. Device dropping in at that Molotov. That's going to try and force a player out from behind the silos. And Dexter and BMAS, they'll answer the call. They'll step into the fray. Dupree, Zeus out was ready.
No.
Ooh, Dupree.
Yeah, he wanted the plan.
Zeus ain't going to help you here. Frozen up on the rafters. Dupree taps the bomb, hoping that draws Frozen in for the kill, and it does. There's one for Dupree. Now, these USPs at ramp are a bit of a nuisance, so he does need help from Device. Device is taking fights of his own in the meantime, though. So these two, this iconic duo is separated, and Rops and BMAS will silence them both. Astralis, they get the pistol, they get 3, and now they're in with a chance.
Frozen smoking, he drops Ven very quickly after he gets countered at main, but Astralis use that to their advantage. They forced B rotates, 2 of which, one is already coming back up in the form of Robs, and Astralis are going to look to overtake this A site where only 2 players sit, one of which on 4 health. It's all on BMAS. He needs to spray, he needs to pray, and there's only 9 seconds. The bomb's on the vent. BMAS has won the round, and as long as Mousesports stay alive and don't get hounded down, they can pick it up with ease. Looked a little bit dicey for a second, but it's still going to be a pickup. That bomb goes flying towards BMAS in the corner.
Just looking to barrel in through. Dexter saw someone in the back of lobby there. Him and BMAS on a bit of an island here, though. It is just these 2 guys to try and stop the push. Wow. BMAS with the spray transfer. He loses Dexter, but BMAS is still fighting for the time being. Magic's going to silence him. And into the 3-on-3, but the A site is not secure. And Astralis go back into the lobby. Now looking to hit elsewhere.
So yeah, something not commed, but it's not the end of the world. Either way, this is a great reset. Acorn needs to hit a flick. They're crossing up. Oh, he's moving. Oh, he still hits a shot. He can't escape. Very wide. And Device with a trade. Still, all the info for Mousesports. They know what the plan was from the get-go. They know it's a B drop, and Rops has been here all round long with his AWP. Device in a clutch. 15 seconds. He could stick the plan, but he looks to take the fight instead. Damage done on either side, and now Device in a 1v2.
Oh, and Frozen might hear good timing onto ramp here. Device is tunnel visioned onto that decon door. Just about dodges the angle. For the time being, is tucked in. Device trying to do the ultimate stunt here as he tucks himself back into the corner. There's the swing, and Rops is quick. Defuse in for Mousesports. 7-13. There is a rotation from Dexter. He could get turned to mincemeat by these MAC-10s. There's the first kill. Now, does he keep fighting here? He does have the AUG, so he wants to try and keep them at range and deny them getting this site control. He can't do that, but he's at least stayed alive and kept this 5v4 open to Mousesports for the retake.
Yeah, Molly pushes a man back up the stairs, but the doors are closed for Acor. Flashing the angle, and 3 players moving in. Oh, the door gets swung, and now the attention's drawn. Coming down control could be the right time to do so. Astralis might just crunch. They're looking to rush with the MAC-10s. 3 players here. The flash is in, and the door gets swung again. No one is getting kills. Everyone is playing with their food, and Ross comes in late with a missed shot. He needed to hit that. His teammates will pick up the pieces, but Magisk with the backstab and 3 kills on his plate. Yoinked by Glaive, and finally, all it took were the MAC-10s to get Astralis a 14th round.
Rops! Oh no, the misses! He just couldn't land a bullet. The MAC-10s, they keep it fast. They make it look scary. And a double AWP T-side, not something you see every day. Glaive, apparently the Mac Daddy.
Yeah, and that double AWP, like, not meant to be grabbed, right? Magisk just grabs the best weapon he can see, and Glaive, he grabs the only weapon he can see. So, you know, they've got to make the best with what they got. But, you know, already off to a good start. Finding an opener from Zip. Dexter very low. Dupree could just walk into main here, but instead he finds Frozen first and drops the smoke to gain more ground. Moving into the garage.
As to where this is looking to end up. Feeling the pressure. Here comes the A play. 2 players here. It's BMAS and it's Rops, but they drop through the vent into Dexter. He's got to get out of danger now. They start to wrap onto him. 10 seconds. Dexter, a hell of a lot of work to do, but just 1 man on 14 points of health, but he's dropped the bomb, and there's no time left. Astralis, they try to play it slow again, and once more that clock comes back to bite them. Dexter with the B hold.
You know, this A site is pretty closed off right now. Molly on the roof won't do a thing. Astralis go back to standard, smokes to cross secret. Rops pushing through the ramp smoke, and his hit fully blind. He gets that kill, but it is traded. He has big reaction, but he oversteps the mark and commits into Dupree, who doubles down. Device holding door, and Acor in the corner.
Oh, it's weird. It's weird. They are likely discounting this spot. I say that Glaive is like actually
the one position he
very the timing, but there it is, the flick back round, and now he should be dead. That's Acor flushed out, and Frozen left alone in the 1v4. Not really much for him to do here.
Frozen has to save, and the ramp crunch that was working for Rops early in the half denied here.
Yeah, you don't really have a lot of hope in a round like this. You need one of these, I was going to say one of these rifles. You need this rifle to step up. And Frozen has done well to find the opener at least, and it's quite the scalp to find. Oh well, never mind. Never mind. Acor up here on top of the garage. Don't know how that one doesn't connect. And you got to hit the shot right away if you want to beat a guy like Dupree. Picking up the pace, gets shot in the face as Dexter's Deagle put him one in the grave. Now jiggling in towards Squeaky Door. He spots one, but he doesn't realize there's more where that came from. The Deagle still delivering, still landing these shots. And Dexter's Deagle looking deadly. In with the swing. It's BMAS dropped in the hut. And now suddenly what was looking good, looking recoverable, has all come up in favor of Astralis. Rops, they're going his way. There's the first, and now just Magisk, but he holds down the line, and Astralis take the map pick of Mouse. That there is Astralis 1-0 up in their opening.
Ambit for the loser of this game if Mousesports do fall short here in the second. Well, we're about to find out. Dink onto Frozen with a Glock of Device right up the middle, and BMAS's barrel has been spotted by Glaive. No cover, thanks to Frozen getting tagged early. And that game plan, well, it did not go to plan for Mousesports. leaving Acor at the bottom of B here. Very risky considering they rotate fully out and don't try and trade him at the car. Mousesports expecting an A play, but if Astralis do clear Acor from this position, B is free. I say that Dexter hangs around. And yeah, this is a nice setup because if Acor does just stick in this corner, you know, he can get traded by Dexter. But he's pushed into Device, who hasn't moved since the map started, finding his first kill to add to the damage dealt to Frozen. And Astralis just keep holding, because why wouldn't they? They've been fed 2 frags already. Maybe there's more to come.
Oh. Hey, feeling worried now if you're Mouse, right? You wanted to hit the ground running to begin this CT side. Rops deleted over at the long side, and oh, it's a CT wrap. Of course, you would never see this one coming if you're Mouse. Even then, to deal with Frozen, they've dispatched Glaive. He's like, yeah, I'll run him down. Oh, wait, A's clear, guys. A's clear. It's not clear. Frozen's... Oh, there it is. It does get it. Oh, but B's clear, guys. Clear. Device calls it. And now they start to run towards B. There isn't a lot of time on the clock, but yeah, it should be good for the bomb plant. And they're just hunting Frozen down. Watch out for the... Oh, Device! dupreeh, well, he's get the trade, but definitely the favored side. A lot of AWPers even neglecting to pick the AWP up at all on this T-half.
Oh, dirty dink for Dexter. The back 10 battle won by him, and he's going to get hounded down, but he wins another fight with the flash popping in his face. AK gifted. Mousesports are boosting the AK. Fast in through the long molly for Zip. He's going to smoke off Acor, who can just go through it, right? Nothing to lose, everything to gain. If Rob gets a tag, Acor can deliver the pain, and that he does. Bomb dropped, Acor with more damage, and he's upgraded as well, spraying and taking down Zip. This eco is perfection for Mousesports, and dupreeh in a 1-on-5 with no bomb and 50 seconds to do it.
Yeah, what on earth is dupreeh meant to do here? There's one, but the trade is immediate for Dexter.
That we often see from this T side, but for now they are just heavy buying. Double nade into ult mid, do some more damage. Utility working out for Mousesports for a change. That's a fast escape for Acor. He hits the headshot and gets out alive with another. Now BMAS's time. Yet to frag, but this could change as dupreeh runs out through the choke. And Mousesports 1 by 1 are picking up kill after kill. Dexter doesn't want to offer a way into B here. He is the only man tasked with this banana control. So that kill and the smoke fade will work fine. And Magist gets picked up in mid. Flawless round for Mousesports. That was a force for Astralis. They don't do a point of damage.
They're going to need to have him inside of A if they want to repel this A take from all 5 players on Astralis. Dexter's going aggressive down through the banana. Flashes over. Rops is blinded in the graveyard. We need something big. There's the first, but only good for 1. BMAS gets there just in time to reclaim a 2-on-3. And with the swing, oh, it's BMAS lighting up the server. Just dupreeh left alive. Will smoke off the moto to try and keep BMAS away, but Dexter's already here, knocking on the door of dupreeh. Bomb trying to go down. They're rushing through the smokes, and there it is, the lock-in. 6 on the board for Mousesports.
4-on-4 and contacting up on long. Mousesports again, solo B, leaving Dexter in this position, and he's on a nice off angle, but he's got to commit to the spray. dupreeh re-peeks back in with a jiggle wiggle, and Astralis now running around the moto.
Yeah, still too strong. It's Rops and BMAS. There's the first for Rops, but immediately traded. And BMAS very, very low. Still finding kills. Trying to set Frozen up for the clutch. A 1v2 versus dupreeh and Magist. Easier said than done. That Molotov missed the mark. Bomb down. Not really planted for anything, but it's this double setup in the site that's going to prove very, very rough for Frozen to navigate. 2 players, similar angles, different elevation. Bit of a reposition from dupreeh. Leaves him out of line with Magist, but there's the swing, and dupreeh's hungry for the kills. Yeah, just a standard B execute. Frozen to Dexter. How are they going to respond to this? Device has already run through. Braving these smokes. He's deep within enemy lines. Dexter on for 1 and almost the double, but denied by dupreeh. The 4-on-4 retake for Mouse at this B bomb site. And with utility still to spare for Astralis, that smoke goes down in CT just to keep the angle cut off that much longer. This is a bit of a rough one for Mouse. Now they do have all these Molotovs, all these nades, and a smoke as well. That smoke can either be used on the bomb or to block off Banana, knowing that that's where the bomb is planted for. So that can come in handy later in the round. It's a flurry of utility and trades going back and forth, but ultimately, Mouse looking good in this one. They tap the bomb, they bait these shots through the Banana, and Frozen sticking it, getting off the bomb, trying to hold the line, in with the first. The spray transfer's almost through, but there's no time left. It comes down to the wire. Zip and Frozen.
Rops has moved down mid. Astralis don't catch him. They still have their eyes on it. So if Rops goes early here, he should be dead to Dupree. Oh, there it is. And now you can bail from the B play. Now you know there are two players there if you're Astralis. So right back to A they go.
Oh no, this is turned very, very rough, very, very quickly. BMAS needs to deliver. The Molotov might slow them down, but Zip goes running through it. They smoke the molly. They are charging BMAS down. The cavalry's running in, but with limited time on the clock, and BMAS just trying to buy time. Nice. There it is. They say it's priceless, and yet here he is offering it up in high supply. There's no time for Zip. No matter how good you are at clutches, you can't beat the clock. Mousesports, they lock in that round. And Dexter wins it just by sitting back over a Banana.
Kills the guy who's going to go plant. So that's a really, really well played round for BMAS. Good patience. He had to live there after getting the first in middle. Glaive spraying the smoke, kills Acor, pushing down. Mousesports again trying their hand at aggression, but Astralis have definitely been cottoning onto that in the recent rounds.
Oh, it's a little awkward. BMAS can't smoke this. Robs was the only man with utility. You know, usually if Robs is spotted like that, you can at least have BMAS drop the smoke. That doesn't happen. The numbers have dwindled elsewhere. That's because, you know, you get a lot of freedom on the back of pinning Robs in like that. Allows the peek onto Boiler side. BMAS gets dropped out of the round. The B player falls as well. And then, you know, you compound that into the fact that you lose Acor early on, and it shaped up to be a pretty grim round for Mousesports.
Oh, Dupree. It's on a nice edge here. Does he go for it right at the end of the round? Does he take one quick peek into Boiler? He's been waiting here all round long. It'd almost feel wasteful to not, but nothing getting given over, and Robs will live to tell the tale.
And well, Device does the rest. Can he get away with more? They're boosting Dexter into the maws of the beast at Banana.
Oh no!
And through the smoke, but Frozen, angered by that tickling that Device gives him.
Oh, very close. Rops covers his teammate though. Astralis looking for 8 at the half. Is going to have to be a 2-on-4 into the B bomb side, but there's only one man here right now. That nade a long way away, but they're crunching middle, so they're going to have this info ahead of time. They know at this point it's a B play. It's just about how many players are here, and now with 2 nades going down at the same time, that's all the confirmation Mousesports need. Bomb planted and retaking a 4-on-2.
Oh, Glaive tries to get in their face, and so it's left to Magic, because that a pretty quiet game. Now he's got a chance to show his mettle over here at the back of the site. The molly rains in. That's going to nullify one of these angles, and at this point it should be pretty obvious where Magisk is hiding out. In with the swing, whittle down, they're getting ever closer, and there it is. They deal with him. They grab that defuse, and Mousesports.
Enough for one of these BXX. That certainly looks to be the game plan. Zip missed the timing. A player's crept out to his close right. He might be a dead man walking, and he doesn't even know it. Throwing nades, and he finds a frag on the fadeaway with the grenade as well. Zip getting far more than you should ever be allowed in that position. 5-on-2. Somehow, some way, Astralis have just slaughtered Mousesports.
The fact that the nade kills someone there is just wild, right? That's 2 kills in a split second. Now, the bomb's not planted. Are they going back to A? That is wild if that's the game plan. Now, Magisk is waiting, though, and he locks it in. Yeah, man, you try and do something cheeky versus Astralis. It's never going to pan out the way you're hoping.
And went back to the AK for the rest of the half to far better success. He found that ace on the B-bomb site. So, yeah, you know, definitely want to try it out of the gate, but whether you'll remain with it, the entire T side will have to see. He's got a Zeus, and he's got a kill with it. Acor, how's he done that? He was hidden at top B behind the wall, and he kills Glaive with the Zeus, getting himself an M4. Wow, $200 investment, big results, but it might not matter with his flank and hot pursuit Device. Doming 2 from behind, and with the bomb lost, Acor, he's making this one interesting. What is going on? He almost aces the round with a $200 investment. Rops with a deagle. Magist looking the right way, but he turns, and it's an eco win for Mousesports. Oh my goodness. Magist turns on a dime and that will be a costly round for Astralis.
It's electrified, man. That's juicy indeed. It's a shame though, the Mag 7 is just bad. Oh, Dexter's gone, and Device Orb ringing out. And Acor, not wanting to rise to the challenge just yet, smoked off as well. Throws the CT smoke and retrieves one from the dead body of Dexter. Now they fall away from B, but this is information that Astralis have. They hear the footsteps going back. Ops gets out through the apartments, but is blindsided on the trade by Magisk. Device is already here. How has this happened? He's so damn quick, so decisive in this decision to rotate. They surely won't be ready for the AWP Engrave, but they are. Acor beats him in the head-to-head. Now left up in the 1v2, and it's back towards that B-bomb site again. This time, actually going for the long wrap. Little hop to get himself there. Dodges the timings in through CT. They're rotating through Banana, expecting they can catch up to the guy. Right now, the whole map is a bit of a mystery. Magisk is staying back in the A site. Acor's got around the world and then back again into B.
Oh my.
Glaive digs him out, but the bomb plant comes in at least. Very, very fast on the rotation, though.
Yeah.
And gets there just in time to get that freebie onto Acor. Actually not throwing in. He's holding on to it. And Alex instead to just take these fights with the flash from Zip. Nobody's blind, they hide in the pool. This gives them a decent bit of room to work with. That smoke now goes down to try and give him more angles to play with. Dexter bests him in the head-to-head. And now the sheer numbers alone, right? Like, you look at the weaponry, like, yeah, they've retrieved the M4 and they got the MP9. But these players, you know, two of them are armorless. And outsmarting Glaive and Zip, who tried to play that in tandem, tried to play off of one another. They're even chasing down these saving players, mate. You're not getting away with these guns, Astralis. A tag onto Magis. Dupree's like, don't worry, I'll clean it up. And he will bail his teammate out. You still want to get some kind of return out of this if you're Mouse. You know, you've got a lot of low HP players here, and there might only be one man inside of this B side. But even if Zip, you know, gets a kill, that might tempt you in for the retake. There's Frozen dying. Now if Zip can get one even inside of B, suddenly Astralis are very interested in going for this. Zip trying to bide his time in the smoke, trying to pick the right moment to go through, and there's the kill onto the bomb plant. Acor trades it, but there's very little time. This bomb's got to go down now, and a 3v2 retake. Astralis already poised for it, thanks to Glaive's push down through middle. They're already here. Owl's posting up. Acor with a double in the round, holding CT, just waiting for a peek that hasn't arrived yet. Glaive's going to go ahead and smoke the coffins, trying to cut off a player, and that will isolate BMAS out of this round, leaving Acor as the one man in this site, deleted by Dupree, and BMAS through the smoke is gone as well. Mousesports, it all falls apart. The retake comes through for Astralis. Yeah, this double pit setup can be tricky to deal with, but Magis blindsided by Robs. Oh, still gets one more blind, and now they don't account for Dupree. Down in the pit, he's on for a double, but denied by Frozen. And Dexter putting up numbers as well. Gonna go with the distance here as Mousesports put 11 on the board. We said they needed to break that momentum, right? They needed this kind of point break. Very strained economy in play on the Astralis side. You know, the worry was that they start to run away with it on the back of building up some money, building up momentum behind it while breaking Mouse. They've kept it, though, neck and neck. The tug of war continues, and just when you think Mousesports could be down and out for the count, they fight their way back in.
One smoke and one kit on Zip, and that is all they have. Device wide angle. Molly comes down. Flick is good, though. BMAS out of the round. That's a start for Astralis. What can they do with it, though? I mean, we had a similar round in the first half where Mousesports were 5-on-3 up after 2 early picks on the CT side. They had 2 guns and 3 pistols, and Device aced them running into B. So, oh no, we have got the same situation now, except with more firepower and more pushing. Dupree is not waiting for them to come to him, and he has taken Dexter out of the middle choke. 2-on-5. Surely no one going to be coming in and acing this one for Mousesports to pull the rabbit out of the hat. Frozen caught in mid, Rops in apps. This won't be a surprise to Astralis either, and they've got the bomb down. They already know he was spotted from pit, and that might be the round. Astralis flawless with no money, only saved guns, and that is why you go and save, ladies and gents.
Back 10 on Dexter at least makes him fast, right? You can throw him into the fray. First man in is going to be Dexter on that Mac. Doesn't draw the shots out from dupreeh. Device, quick flick onto Robs, and now dupreeh trying to hold down the long side. Dexter a little too early on that peak, and dupreeh's gunning for these kills through the smoke and still holding on to the long side. The lineup's in, but BMAS, it will go back towards this beast. I'm starting to get a little paranoid at how silence has fallen over here in top mid. Device, the doctor is in, scalpel at the ready.
Ooh.
Looking to make a pretty precise incision into this offensive of Mousesports. Here he is, there's the first, ducking into the smoke, trying to keep himself hidden. Oh, the spam doing a lot of damage, but not dealing the killing blow. Leaves Frozen in a very rough spot indeed. Has to get the reload off as well. Time is running out for Frozen. And there's Glaive putting 14 on the board for the Danes.
No nades for Mouse either. Glaive is now inquisitive and he's taken a kill early. Dexter, who's been dishing out opening frags, is now on the receiving end of one. And Mousesports, I mean, there's almost no way you can even make this round look interesting.
Oh yeah, Device don't fall for the jiggle. Oh, another star peeking into him. Acor spotted in Boiler and Frozen dead in the apartments. They know where the last man is and they gun him down. Astralis onto 15 map and series point, looking to take a 2-0 victory.
Dirty B setup.
Yeah, triple setup here, right? Never going to be easy. Zip holding onto this flash to flash his teammates back in for the peak, and there it is. It rings over high. BMAS, good for the trade at least, an important one to get. They lose Acor right away. Glaive, he's seen the head, and BMAS is now in the dirt as well. And down for Mouse. They're setting up outside of B. They throw that CT smoke in, and they might just follow through into this B bomb site after all. But to do that, you got to get past these two Titans, Glaive and Zip. They both get down in the pit. And Dexter's dropped through the smoke as the IGLs go blow for blow. Zip playing up close, really serving to complicate matters as this smoke fades. It's Glaive in with another. He can't even see them, and yet he's doing all the damage. Glaive, not the one to sweat bullets, but here he is making it look good. Frozen, last man standing in a sea of Astralis. No real time to work with and very little left to do apart from die. As now the chances for Mouse are out the window and Frozen knows it. This is an Astralis victory locked on in. They take it 2-0. The Danes looking dominant to open this up. There might have been some doubt there in the second half, but they weather the storm and they emerge victorious to open up Katowice.